Cape Coral intelligence estimate. I think number 4. Right? Maybe number 3. 3 or 4. It's kind of quiet. The sun's going down. Look, it's 8:19. Damn. It's really cool. And it's like Florida's way east. Wait, no, west. Massachusetts sticks way out. And so it gets dark way early in the summer. This is like almost just about the longest day. It's like June 26th or something, some kind of thing like that. And I think it gets you June 24, 6. Oh yeah, maybe June 24. June 24 or something. It's just a couple days after the thing, after the shortest day, or maybe 4 days after. Okay, so yeah, that's where the thing happened. That one murder with a guy. The boat launch thing should be right over there. And the big old high rise. There's not much people. They got it so they don't run around and whatever the hell. So I was thinking about Massachusetts and Admiral Rickover's tunnel plan. That's what it is, right? It didn't stop with the submarines. And it's nuclear too. And some of the stuff with all this like hunting down countries like that, Iraq, now you're Iran, for nuclear issues. That gives a whole structure and a cover for secret nuclear power plants to have an economy, undeclared economy. So that's one of the possibilities that needs to be thought of. So I get the feeling there is. We're getting this shit up in line. And secret mining like in Venezuela, mining in an industry. And there's this whole thing going on. And all the underground, all the tunnels, now it would be for whatever they need it for to come in and go out of, but I kind of suspect, because I've been at this a while, just thinking about it, like no feedback, but you get kind of just, I don't know if it's cold water, but there's always like nothing. I guess it's like you're looking bird watching, you're in the forest, you might be looking right at them, but you don't know because it's like they're more intelligent, or maybe they let you know, but the tunnels, because I just feel the tunnels, especially after this war, in Gaza and Lebanon, and they're fussing over all the rebels got all the tunnels, and of course, why the hell wouldn't the first world powers have it all? And then it's like it is that they've got all the tunnels, and not only that, but they've got all the infiltration and everything. It's already negotiated out and locked up in Iran. I already said this, with Russia. I knew in Syria folds. Iran's all locked up, and they're just working out stuff. And China was never, of course, China was always a project created by the CIA and French and probably British. Like that, the whole fucking thing, whatever. You can just know. A lot of French activity. Speaking of French. Okay, so the tunnels. Yeah, you can have a guy coming and going and around in places like Cape Coral where I'm at. Maybe that focuses the mind, because then you can have stuff. You can have like White Bulger there. And then send him to Canada at the end. Because like you see the neighborhoods, they just kind of showed off. You can't get through and you can't raid. You know, they got the systems. You know, you go down one tunnel, another, and it's, you know, wet tunnels. Or that the backbone of it's that, like get in the wetsuit and do whatever, or the submarine fucking thing. You know, if it's that, if it's like people evading, whatever. Any smuggling, any kind of anything. If it comes to that. But the real tunnel things, I see all this activity and all along these rivers and up and down here, up in Massachusetts, it's about the future. And maybe laying a lot of infrastructure, getting the start of it, secret tunnel things, and they can expand. You know, in Florida already, like, they got tunnels, submarine tunnels that cross for small submarines, whatever the hell it is. They probably already got that laid out. It goes through Kissimmee, all that, or Lake Kissimmee, something. Get the feeling. So, but the thing is, the race, and what's the secret? Because you think, oh man, tunnel. It's like tunnels to build tunnels, right? I mean, to use tunnels, right? Is the thing. Why would it be tunnels to just have them there, ready, get them, prep them, and decades and decades of doing that. And it's because of the fucking real estate speculation. And I think, and then it makes sense, and that is such a step down, because it's like, so like, I guess you call mundane or non-paranoid, you know. And then you can see all these motherfuckers, and it's like, oh fucking shit, all the fucking corrupt everything, all the insurance company, all the people up in my house. The thing, Boston FBI, I wrote this thing, it's Boston FBI, it's all good. So it's just about all the money, all the real estate, all the shit. It is. Looking up in the tree. Yeah, getting all scoped out, getting the stuff dug in there, and positioning and figuring out what real estate to get. And then they catch on because it's all the waterways, all the mud, like you wouldn't know. And they probably got a good drop on it, and all the Navy stuff. And now you got these fuckers speculating about what's going to go on top and the whole fucking thing. They got stuff capped off maybe some places and stuff, and you know who's going to get what on top. And that's why you got all that fucking crap up in Massachusetts, all that Karen Reed case. You know, like what the fuck are they doing? Yeah, all up in Canton, all up the Neponset with the wetlands up there. Okay, you go, damn. Got this bagpipe music to put on for that too. Those wetlands, it looks like the Everglades. And talking about the tunnels. Tunnels, you know, going all around, you know, Canton right there with the wetlands. Probably do go to that fucking police station. Just like I could feel, right? And they're not like all the way hiding it, right? From there, that river, because that's the old structure too, the thing. Go to Wampatuck State Park, you know, the old Navy Annex, up to Quincy, up around, up and down the fucking, in and out around the Neponset, probably under the Blue Hills. And it's like all like, you know, stuff up under the Blue Hills. Probably is. Then it goes to Lower Mills when you get some things that happen, come out. And probably a lot of waterway things with, they want big water inlet and control and be able to do something and pump. And that's probably one of the things. With some of the water stuff is like they want to be able to just have water come in or water go out, you know, and have a pipe. And it won't just necessarily be the main tunnel has to go through there. Or maybe it is. It's easier with the wetlands. That's what you got down here, man. They're just all over it. Along the highways. And that's what you have over the Karen Reed case where the so-called crime, well, it was a crime where the scene is, but that's all the feds. They all fucking know too. But it could be. It's so bad and all so crazy that maybe it isn't like what you think in the first place. When YouTube censors, like, oh, if I say that, does that censor? Because they're like fucking Nazis. They are Nazis. YouTube, they are literal Nazis. And you can trace it back. Well, you guys see now. busted that stuff. That's true about that's what happened with me. That means my mom's whole family too. Oh yeah, my mom was so my mom got adopted by the two folks, and they were up at when I was there, they were up at the parachute school, CIA parachute school, whatever, in Orange, Massachusetts. That's where they live, in a trailer at the end. It's a nice trailer. With my mom's sister, adopted sister. But my mom said once, see my adopted grandma, my grandmother. I don't like to just keep saying that, but I'll just say grandmother. It's not very nice. Like her mother had an accident and died in front of her when she was like maybe 10 or something. Like as in the old days in gas ovens and it hadn't gotten lit. And maybe it's even on the burner. That's what lit it. But she opened the damn thing and it's like boom, the whole fucking thing blew up and burned her right in front of my grandmother. So my grandmother's mom, my great grandmother, got burned. And so one time my mom, who looks just like a Jew too, she does, man. They used to call her Blackie in school for her black hair. She said that once. Other than that, she'd always say her hair is brown. It was the weirdest thing. My mom she'd always say her hair is brown. When I was a kid, it was so weird. And so it was my mom's birthday. I guess she leaned a little bit, and a little bit of her hair got burned on the birthday candles. She was gonna blow them out. And so my grandmother, she said, "Oh, that smells like my mother." Even that. But to the tunnels. Oh yeah, so under Blue Hills, it goes up there. Then all up north probably circles around, doesn't it? It goes back to the Charles River or something. And they probably do. See, they'll have water, okay. Like I've gone more on that fucking water theory. Now, if this is at all true, you know when I'm like messing around with that sand? That's from playing at the beach with it. But there's undercover shit at like Nantasket Beach, at Revere Beach, so you can see how it can get to be. And that stuff, that's really firm sand. But they'd want to be able to put water in, take water out, maybe take mud in and maybe get a big source of sand and put that in. Have to cover it up. Because they have all the tunnels and they might go way the hell underground, way under the Blue Hills. So that's fucking, and you get maybe some of the structure can hold a lot, and it depends on how much the pressure is. You got water pressure and you got all the debris falling pressure. And for a strong tunnel, you just have, you have to have it kind of strong, but you can have it a nice round tunnel and just put it under high water pressure and hold all that sand debris out, like if it was going to fall on top of it. And that sand that locks would just lock in place too. It wouldn't have sudden things, maybe. Sudden shifts. Maybe something could happen on the surface, if you bang the surface. But you could have high pressure water and you could have locks. And so you could hold this stuff up with water pressure and put submarine drones through it. And they would have planned this out way long ago. And stuff that's not way down, you can put, scuba divers through. You can go through locks with the pressure. And they just breathe some helium for certain parts, or maybe. But and then just to leave it without and to store it and to not have to have that high water pressure, you can just pack it full of sand. And that's even maybe how they'd use it. Like it'd be packed full of sand, that beach sand, that fine sand. And then you could just, it would hold its own against like super high rock pressure. And at the same time, you could put like some kind of special drone submarine through there and it could swim right through it like a horseshoe crab. Just like, it would have to have some energy, like putting, sucking water out, pressurizing water, and, spinning around that sand and pushing its way through. depending on the stand holding itself together. I'm not really describing it right, but that is feasible. And that's probably how it would fucking be, and they would have speculated that a long time ago with drones or whatever. And the thing is, it would be a structure eventually, and maybe declared or like known, for, as I said, military uses and everything. And so the balance of power is like all the nuclear missiles. They say, oh, Russia has this and that, and if it's all true, it just gets so it's not as usable. It's going to get like the West with its tunnel system. It's going to be able to sustain itself and then go into outer space anyway. But they'll still have all their bases and stuff, and their tunnels are so damn good that any nuclear stuff it's just going to be worse for the other side, the more primitive side. And plus, I think it's all fake. Russia's fake. Russia was selling out, man. Russia could just start selling out all the way in World War II, and they're negotiating. That's what it fucking is. And they didn't fucking, that Cold War was some bullshit. They weren't just doing like what they said. They're drawing stuff along, and it's the British. Kim Philby and all those motherfuckers, that's working with the British intelligence. That's that one side of them. And it's made to play out the way it did, and Russia not industrialized, and Russia would have been part of the oil embargo. They're part of the cartel, and that's even why, so instead of developing and having cheap, abundant energy, Russia, they're holding off. They're part of the cartel, even going way back, and that's why you have and one artifact of that is it's hard to produce grain, or maybe even that just goes with it. Because if they have an abundant fucking oil, they'd have abundant grain with Ukraine. And so instead they're holding off, and then they have to get handouts from the West. It's done openly because it's too ridiculous. It's not fucking hard to grow food. It's not even the most dysfunctional society, whatever. It's fucking, that's not hard to do. And you keep testing it year after year, and you could oil, no way. With Ukraine, they should be, that was all fake. And that's a byproduct of the, their whole energy cartel thing. They're on board with it. Now they're good, they can get all that oil fees. Okay, so the Big Dig, in Boston, that's another major place. They have the front facing, what is that? I'm the digging company, right? Ooh, we're digging. Oh, what are you doing? Oh, you mean, man, you're having some overruns, man. You're very inefficient. You're stealing like a motherfucker. Oh, yeah. Pardon. Okay, so if you just gotta go, oh, I need secret money so I can do my tunneling. Or whatever. It's you get your money. Oh, man, you cost overruns, right? Then you have to go buy something with it, right? But with a Big Dig, if its tunnel is the end product, either there in Massachusetts or around the world, it's cost overruns and this and that, and why you got this guy, why do you pay him? And he's kind of just in Thailand on vacation, and what the fuck, it's it's all there, and it's fucking open, man. The Big Dig, right? And that's what I call Rickover's Big Dig or something, right? It's Admiral Rickover. Once you hear him talk about nuclear power and it doesn't work, he's doing something. He was. So, don't wink at me, right? Damn. And so that's what they're doing. And all those fuckers, they got to run around and mess around. And that's probably, maybe something happens with something, or things get put in place. And they have to have the shitheads, the real estate speculator shithead feds. Because they're all shit. The FBI's corrupt. All the insurance companies, everything's dirty. And what do? Oh, dirty. What do we do? Just let this guy get away with it? How about taking all their computers, compiling all the shit, and doing money, real estate speculation, or whatever else they would do? Or even the patriotic thing. They're hooked in with the Navy and stuff on that way, right? But it's they're dirty, and ultimately they get dirtier and dirtier, and it's all money, all insurance companies, all the fucking shit, everything, all Social Security, fucking universities. And the thing is, there's this other economy that's not declared. I'm convinced of it, because these motherfuckers are so inefficient. You see these motherfuckers run around, and watch those guys up there. and they don't care. No one cares, and they're busy with something. And it's not like they're not bad either. These are the best and the brightest. And sometimes you see it when it comes out, or some side. They're all like, geez, man. So that's what that is. That's what that is. They're gearing stuff up with the real estate, like where to buy, here, there, these investments here or there, and working it. And then it's because our politics is just gone. There's no media. I'm the only fucking one at all. Everyone's fake. Everyone on every YouTube, YouTube's all the way fucking dirty, and they know it's all chat GDP, whatever, people, fake. Everyone. America's untold stories. It's all all fake. Everyone. That means like, what the fuck? I watched during the election in 2016 on election night. Stick Six Hexenhammer. It's all fucking cartoon. He's a cartoon, and he can predict all the elections just right. And back then, it's all fake. All the fucking leftists. I mean, it's like the Convo Couch. All those guys, and they go to Russia. One of them's in Russia now. And all the pro-Palestinian guys and all the stuff, and all the guy with the orange hair and the whatever, and Aaron Mate and his friends, and the old dad, and some like guys, and it's all, look how old his dad is. The dad is like fucking 140 years old now, and they're already doing it. It's like they're. So when you look at it, you don't have to be mad at them because like they're already doing it. Like the dad was, and he's like, and they're just like, I'm kind of depressed. I was had issues. I was in the 1940s. All of them. I'm the only fucking one. Like, fucking, not, and what was it fucking, it goes on RT, Scott Ritter, it's all fake. And he had to go in, maybe like he's real weapons inspector back then. And that's even, how they can do all the nuclear stuff. It's all fucking fake. And it means all this, the angst, everything we're fed is fake. Iran's not really doing weapons, and we get stuff, and you can see and how they declare, but there's probably whole other stories we don't get. We just get the one side and the opposition, but it's all set up. And they just pull the whole rug out from under you. Yeah, Scott Ritter, that's all, God, that's all fake. Pepe Escobar. It's Pepe, and he's too much. I'm going to invest over here in the Belt and Road Initiative. Oh, Pepe Escobar. My daughter's, teddy bear thing it was a teddy bear. It was named Pepe. That's why I'm being like that. It's Pepe Escobar. And, God. And so, I'm the only fucking one, man, in all the fucking Marxists. God, man, there's nothing. I'm the only fucking one. Now, the resistance came, and he's real. And some of the auditors, they're actually real guys that run around and whatever the fuck. And the resistance, he came to Boston. They fucking sent him. He's from something that's not the YouTube, not the usual. Then he stops. It got me going. They had worked on me to make me a police auditor, make me finally get out. And this is like, they're working on that stuff way before, before 2019. When 2019 came, they were really working on it. And I started looking at auditing videos. Then they're like, I just stopped. I stopped watching Trump. Trump was my hero. And I said, like, no, I got to beat Trump. I got to be the rude guy or do the thing, or I got to learn something. And it was like, so I was just stopped doing that. And that's why, and I haven't really watched Trump since. So it's been like that. And that's why I got unhooked. Man, God, when Hillary, I think it was her third debate in 2016, but they call it like a town hall or something like that. And Hillary's like, it's toward the beginning, it's her turn, and she says, well, Donald. And I ran out of the room, and I put my head under I had to get in bed and put the covering over my head and have my wife watch the rest of the debate. And then I went to my computer, but I had to do that for a while, then go to my computer on my own and ask her how it went. Because of that. And damn, man. That's what that is. Yeah, so I go to all those tunnels. And all the shit, it's all about the real estate though. It's like, what are they doing? Because they're gonna like develop. I think they're going as much tunnel, motherfucker, as much real estate speculation, as much grinding real estate as they can do before they undo boom heavy industry and boom sky rise and like digging like in everything and massive like bases and like stuff. And going into space, they might already been wait out in space, but they might want to wait to get, they're getting it all geared up, and then boom, they'll make energy cheap. Or maybe they don't even need to, because they're having a cartel, they're withholding it, so they could just be fucking up there, fucking mining some shit. It might be all a scam about the nuclear power too being difficult. It might be like they've got the shit up and ready to go. And expand, because it really does seem like a secret economy. And these guys are wasting their time. It's all these serfs. They're just running around the parking lots, doing the stuff they had here. Some weird stuff. Up in this building. Yeah, I should while it's still. Up in that building. Hope this focused well. Is that fucking cool or what? Oh shit. Why we fight.